Welcome back to CW Iowa Live.
All right, so warmer temperatures are heading our way. We're so excited to get outside, but that means some other little creatures are probably going to be joining us outside as well. We're talking mosquitoes, but we're going to teach you how to stay on top of that situation this morning.
No question about it. We have Mark Manning and also Brendan Nading joining us in studio right now from Springer Professional Home Services. And you guys really have the answer when it comes to keeping the mosquito population in check, because if you don't keep it in check, they get out of hand, don't they, Mark?
Indeed, yeah. It's hard to enjoy your patio deck, doing other outdoor activities when you're getting all bit up.
Now, besides just being annoying, as you're saying, being bit up, why are they considered dangerous?
Well, the female mosquito is actually the only biter, and a lot of people don't realize that. The male does not bite. The male
so the guys are cool. The guys just fly around. They just buzz around and don't do any damage. And all right.
Yeah, they can actually be a pretty useful pollinator. The females, they are feeding and looking for the blood because they need the blood to help fertilize the egg. And the protein that comes through our blood helps fertilize the egg.
So that's specifically why they're quote-unquote biting
That is why. Yep, that is what the female is looking for.
Now, how dangerous are we talking here? That will you get a fever, you get sick, or is it, were we talking worse than that?
Most commonly, a mosquito bite is going to cause itching.
Right.
And, yep.
Unbelievable. Okay, so we're just talking about female mosquitoes that we're not loving right now because they're the ones that physically bite. Why humans? Is it a scent? Is it our warmth? Besides just the blood that they're going after, why are they attracted to us?
They're attracted to us. The main thing that they're after is they pick up on the CO2 that's given off in our breathing.
Now we heard that years ago, and that is true.
It is true. Yes. Yep. They're also attracted to dark-colored clothing. They're attracted to the smell of perfumes and deodorants and other,
Anything specific, or they're just, if it's a stronger scent, they're going to probably be drawn to it?
Yeah, there's a stronger scent.
Yeah, if it's just a stronger scent.
Yep.
Okay. So why are some seasons you feel like this is a great season, I'm not being bothered by bugs, but there's some seasons there's just mosquitoes everywhere?
Yeah, and that's mostly dependent on rainfall. You need standing water to propagate the mosquito population. That's where they lay their eggs.
Okay.
So when there's more rainfall in a year, that's when you're going to see more population.
All right. So again, we just talked about the fact that the most common thing, obviously, you realize you get bit by a mosquito, you're going to have a little bump, and it's going to itch, and it's going to be real bothersome. Common things you can do for that, besides just scratch and scratch.
Well, the first thing is absolutely do not itch it, because.
But you're gonna do it though. But okay, don't scratch it.
But it's it's the anticoagulant that the female injects when she takes the blood that actually makes it itch. So you just want to try not to itch, because you've probably got bacteria, dirt on your hands, and you can transfer that into the itch through your fingernails. So try to get some sort of antihistamine cream on that itch as soon as possible to get the itch away, and try to leave it alone.
Make sure you have something like that at home in case you or your family gets bit. Since we're learning very interesting facts about mosquitoes today, how many of them are there? Not of the actual bugs, but like types. Are there different types that affect us differently?
Yeah, absolutely. There's about 3,000 species of mosquitoes worldwide.
3,000?
Worldwide.
Okay.
Here in Iowa, we're looking at about 40 different species of mosquitoes.
That's still a lot.
All right, so we don't want these guys to be biting you, obviously.
No.
So what can we do? Do we have to hang no pest strips around our neck, or what can we do?
No, absolutely not. We Springer's got a protocol where we come out and inspect a property, and the first thing we're looking for is the breeding sites where the mosquitoes are going to be active and laying their eggs and going through the entire life stage.
Okay, now when you guys go out and inspect like this, what is the most common place that you guys see?
Most commonly, they're in places that people typically wouldn't think they're going to be, like anything that holds water, like gutters, bird baths, buckets of water, kid pools out in the backyard, anywhere that's holding water, stagnant water.
How long does water have to be like there or stagnant for eggs to be laid and the larva to hatch? How long does that usually take?
Probably less than a week.
So if you don't utilize a pool, like maybe a kiddie pool, I didn't even think about a kiddie pool because I figured they'd be used more often than that. But if a kiddie pool is sitting around for any length of time, that could be an ideal breeding ground.
Yeah, not a good idea to keep the kiddie pools with standing water in them. Fill them up. When you're done using them, try to dump that water out.
All right, so you guys said you can come to a household and you kind of scan around to see where some spots are located that we might not think about. But then what's the next procedure to try and keep them away?
So when we identify those, we try to eliminate those, work with the homeowner to try to get rid of the buckets or the bird baths, make sure those are changed out. We also can apply a bacteria to the standing water areas
No, what do you mean by a bacteria?
It's a bacteria that is safe for birds, fish, anything that might be in the water, but the larvae of the mosquito feed on the bacteria, and the bacteria actually eat the larva from the inside out.
Oh, you're kidding!
No, so it actually eliminates the larvae from becoming adults.
Wow. But as you said, doesn't affect other things that we do enjoy.
Correct.
When it comes to nature.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
That's a pretty safe way of doing that, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So now, just wondering, with we talk about being outside again, people enjoying their decks and their patios and things like that. Any particular time that's better to go out when the population of mosquitoes are down than when they're not really cruising around?
Yeah. So in the heat of the day, the mosquitoes are going to go hide underneath low decks, underside of leaves of your plant landscapes. So if you're out in the middle of the day, the mosquito population will be less.
Okay, but again, you mentioned the landscaping though, but in the middle of the day, chances are really good you could be doing some landscaping too, and you're going to be disturbing these, and this get them active again?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. You can stir them up. Hostas, for example, are a great place for mosquitoes to hide out when it's warm during the day. They'll get on the bottom side of the leaves, very shaded.
Oh, because they're so big?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Big leaves.
But they're
any
so
kind
beautiful.
Oh yeah. But they are a hot spot for mosquitoes.
But things you don't think about of where they can, like you said, a hot spot. So how long does it take if you guys are coming out and checking out a property? How long does it take to kind of oversee everything, but then also treat the area?
Yeah. Half hour to 45 minutes.
So not long at all.
Not too long.
And then how long would that last? Like if you're putting on that, like in a bird bath that I have, because I love birds, how long would that last throughout the summer?
So we come out every month and treat that, and we would retreat the bird baths. And then for the adults, we use a low volume sprayer to fog around your landscape underneath your decks. We try to blow it up underneath the leaves where the mosquitoes are going to be hiding. So we're not only eliminating the larvae, but then we're taking care of the adults as well.
The adults as well. So you're taking care of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now say somebody already utilizes your service on a regular basis. Adding this additional service, how easy is it to do that?
You can talk to the technician on the site. You can call the office and just say, yeah, I want.
Would the same person that comes out and does your home, for example, be able to take care of the mosquitoes too, or do you guys have separate operations?
It's the same technician that is trained and licensed for not only your pest control but your mosquito control as well.
Yeah, you folks have been around for a long time too. You're very well known in this area, very well respected in this area. How long have you guys been around?
1989.
Yeah, so
unbelievable. Is it too soon to be thinking about this? It's good to have this information right now, but with the weather kind of being a roller coaster, I know everybody's going outside and we're wishing that it was 70s for a while now. Is it too soon to start looking at this service, or when should we be implementing it around our home?
Yeah, our mosquito service starts in May and it runs all the way through October.
Perfect.
Iowa weather obviously is very unpredictable. We're looking at 60 degrees here the next couple days, and then it's going to be snowing this weekend. But when it warms back up here towards the end of April, mosquitoes are going to start popping. There's a lot of moisture in the ground right now. It's going to be a mosquito
I was just going to say,
sure.
the weather's kind of crazy, but there is already a lot of moisture there, which you're saying is the bedding ground, and start kicking things off the season.
Get on the list is what I would do if you're going to be spending any time outside at all, and if you're around any kind of water area. What about a creek behind your house?
If the creek is running quickly all the time, it's not too much of a concern, but if it slows down, gets stagnant, that's a great breeding place, and we can also treat that with the larvae.
All right, we also saw warmer temperatures here a little bit ago, and I know we're talking mosquitoes here, but what about box elder bugs? Because we have those too, and I know you guys take care of those at the same time.
Box elder bugs typically become more of a problem. The ones now are the ones that emerged. A lot of the times they survive up underneath the siding, and they're emerging now at the warmer temperatures when the sun hits the south side of the house and hits around that 55-degree mark. The box elders are coming, but anything that flies or crawls, give us a call.
All right, that's the whole idea.
That is the whole idea. So if people are interested in getting this mosquito service throughout the summer, can they call you now and say that I want to get this started as soon as the weather?
Yep, absolutely. You can call anytime.
Okay.
And the number is 515-262-9229.
That works.
Perfect.
All right. So again, mosquito control at its best, Jackie.
Absolutely. Iowamosquitocontrol.com for more details there, and they're there to take care of all of your needs, but especially making sure you have a great summer and not having to do
this all the time.
All summer long. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining.
Good job, man.
Great
Thank you. Everybody take it easy.
I never knew so much about mosquitoes ever in my life, but it's good to have that knowledge so you can take care of you and your family.
3,000 different kinds of mosquitoes,
That is correct, worldwide.
Get them taken care of, and these are the guys that take care of them for you. It is